Hey everyone, today I have Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs. These DIYs turned out so beautiful and so high end for Christmas and on a budget. I know you're going to give them a try. By the way, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Tanya. I hope you all like, share, and subscribe. Now for our first DIY, you're going to need 2 placemats and one of those wall mount shelves. Here's my inspiration picture. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of sketch out what I'm looking at. I'm going to do a deer and then I'm going to do 3 of the trees. And you can slow this down or pause it if you would like to sketch your trees like mine. I'm going to use some black nickel acrylic paint, and then I'm going to use some burnt umber paint, and I'm going to use some of that cocoa chalky powder that just mixed in there with the paint kind of helps it adhere to the plastic a little better. And I did pick that up at Hobby Lobby. Now I'm just going to kind of do a little dabbing effect and on that, and I'll go back to that in a minute. And I'm going to add just black on my shelf because that's going to be the base to my design today. Now here I am doing that little dabbing, and that's just to make it have kind of that metal look to it, and that works really well. Now I'm going to take the craft sticks and just glue those on the back of the trees. I only used hot glue. I suggest using a little bit of E6000. I did have to re-glue these. But everyone, when this gets done, it is the absolute cutest little decor piece for Christmas. Now there I'm taking a screwdriver and then I use a paintbrush to make the hole bigger. And I just added some fairy lights in here. And I only did that on a couple of trees, so I'd only have to use one strand. And I tried putting a little bit of salt down for the snow, but we're going to go ahead in a moment and add some of that Epsom salt. And then I had some little bells in my craft stash. I decided to add these. And then I took a little bit of that Rub and Buff gold and did that around the bottom of my base, you can see there. And just kind of highlighted it with a little bit of like a metallic cream color. And you can do yours any color that you like. Now here I am using some tacky glue, and I'm going to sprinkle that Epsom salt in there. And once I got this set up on the shelf, everyone, look how adorable this is. And you cannot tell that this is made out of Dollar Tree placemats. Definitely let me know if you enjoyed this one and if you're going to give this one a try. Now for our next DIY coming up, this is my absolute favorite, and this was a little teardrop pan centerpiece. And I used just one of the round wood circles that I had in my craft stash. They do have those at Dollar Tree. Some wood glue and hot glue, the little wood blocks from Dollar Tree, and that's going to be the top part. Now I'm going to move on and twist some wire together, and I did probably about 3 or 4 layers of this wire. And we're going to put that wire inside of one of those ribbon tubes. And this can be bent in any shape that you want it. And this turned out so pretty. And this kind of looks like wrought iron after you get done painting it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and drill some holes in this because this is going to be our top piece. And this right here was a really neat little trick that I had. And I will definitely be making designs similar to this because I love how this turned out. Now you can see once I had that wire inside of that ribbon tubing, I was able to just kind of maneuver it around. Now we're just going to work the ends of this right through the top of the base, and then I'm going to be able to pull this together and just tie it in a knot because we're going to be adding another wood circle base on the bottom side, and that's going to seal everything up. And once this is tied, everyone, you can pick this up almost like a handle. Now I do hot glue this down really well to make sure that it's secure. And then we'll end up putting that bottom on there with some wood glue and some hot glue. And then we're going to end up painting it black. But to seal off all those little openings, all you have to do is add some of the Dollar Tree ribbon. And I just went ahead and got that black. It fit perfectly in there, right over top of those little wood blocks. And then once I got everything painted in black, it made the perfect little base. And you'll see when this is setting on the shelf how the rope and the wire, it really looks like wrought iron. And I'll hold a picture up here in a minute so you can see my inspiration piece. And they look almost just alike. And everyone, this one was so fun and I was so excited. I hope you do give this a try. Now I just loosely put some of these on there and added a candle, and look how beautiful this is, everyone. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments below. Everyone, I've got a couple more fun little creative DIYs, so I hope you're still with me. If you are, give me a snowflake in the comments. Now we're going to take some of the craft sticks. We are going to build the body of this white reindeer. And I'll let you kind of watch what I'm doing here. We're just going to be adding the layers of the sticks and kind of breaking them down. You can slow this down where you can see what I'm doing if you need to. But we really just want to build the foundational part of the body, kind of like the legs and the chest area. And just building up the bone structure of our little reindeer. So when we add our snowballs is what we're actually going to be adding to the top of this. And they do have the little packs of snowballs in the Christmas section right now. You could also use cotton balls if you have those at home. You could even use those little sheets of the snow to do this design. I would say the cotton balls and the little snowballs do work the best for this. But you can see how I'm kind of building this up. I just want to get those shapes that I need so we can make this little white reindeer look like he's kind of laying down with his front legs out in front of him. But everyone, this turned out absolutely so adorable. So I do hope that you enjoy this one. Now we're going to be taking those little tumbling tower blocks. You can see how I'm using those for the main body. And then some little wood blocks, just trying to build up a neck area and the head area. Now I had some of my air dry clay and I'm just going to let that dry and shape out some ears. And then I roll some little balls so we can put that on for the nose and the eyes. Now here's those packs of the little snowballs. You just cut those to open them up, and then we're just going to start forming this around to make the main body part of the deer, and then we'll be just kind of filling in the little areas and gluing it right onto the craft sticks. And then I have a neat little trick that you do if you want to get the I guess it's like a polyfill kind of a texture, which it would work the same with the cotton balls, but I'll be using like a long doll needle, and you can just kind of pick at that and it will kind of blend in the cotton and the polyfill, just pulling it where you need it until you kind of get the shape of the animal or the doll that you're creating. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue on these little ears, and we're going to glue on some of these trees that were in the Christmas ornament section there at Dollar Tree, and that made the cutest little reindeer ears. And you can see how I'm taking that needle and just kind of moving everything around. Now what we'll be adding to this is just some white paint, and that will kind of just make all the little cotton and polyfill hold together. And I'm going to paint my little nose black and then just add some little black dots on the clay for the eyes. Now we're going to take a couple of those little craft sticks. You can see I cut them kind of pointed, and that's going to be the little hoof part of their legs, their feet there. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of greenery on this, and I've actually got an idea to make one standing. I may do that for you too. But let me know if you like this little reindeer and if this is something that you want to try. I just thought it would be so fun to try to create this little reindeer out of the items that I purchased from Dollar Tree. And you can see when I dab that on there, it just kind of makes the cotton kind of stiff. And look how adorable this little guy turned out. And I also have a video of that tree there. I'll try to leave that linked for you in the description box below. Well, everyone, for our last DIY today, we're going to take one of the gloves from Dollar Tree, and we're going to be turning that into a little snowman. Now I stuffed one of the snowballs down in there, and I'm just going to maneuver the fingers around till I can get it to look like the snowman is just sitting. And don't worry about the extra one that's going to be pulled to the back, because we're going to cover that up with some little cotton snowballs. And that's going to make this little guy look so cute when he's sitting on top of his little snow hill. Now I'm going to put one of his little arms up. That's where he's going to be holding his gingerbread. And then I have to put some glue right there at the bottom, and then you'll see why. And then when I push that down, that helps the doll actually bend, so he will stay in the setting position. But this little snowman looks so adorable. With the glove being like it is, it makes him look like he is got a turtleneck on. Now I'm going to put that other little arm right there on his belly, and then I picked up this fabric at Dollar Tree. I thought this was so pretty, this red and this green color, and I'm going to add that for his scarf. And I had some of those little wooden gingerbread men, so I decided to add that. Now I'm just tucking a snowball down in there, and then I'm going to put a bigger one on top. And you'll see once I get his little hat on, it looks just like he's wearing a little turtleneck. Now, this is one of the black scarves. Those are good to get this time of year, everyone, and that way you can save them to make the snowman hats, and you can get a lot of little hats out of those black scarves, and they had plenty of those at our Dollar Tree. And then I just made like a fun little black hat, used the glue for the eyes, and I did have a little piece of clay that I made there and glued on for the nose. But everyone, this little snowman was so cute. And I love to make snowmen for the Christmas holidays. You'll have to let me know if snowmen are one of the things you like to create. And here's that little gingerbread. They have plenty of those at Dollar Tree. And I thought that would be fun to make him look like he was holding his gingerbread cookie. And then I'm just going to take one of the bowls that I had picked up and just paint this really bright white, so it almost looks like this little guy's sitting on top of a hill all covered in snow. And I'm just going to pop him on there with some hot glue, and you can watch. I'm just adding some of those snowballs on here, and you'll see him displayed here in a moment on the shelf. Well, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed all of these DIYs today. I hope that I've given you lots of inspiration to create one of your own. And I hope you do like, share, and subscribe this video. And don't forget to leave me a comment below. And I will see you on the next one.